Welcome into Your Day Extra podcast from Dayton 24/7 Now. I'm Nathan Edwards, anchor of Your Day, our morning show. This is digital producer Max Schilling.
Howdy.
How you doing, Max?
I'm doing so well.
So good. And then, of course, our producer over on Your Day, Natalie Cooper. Natalie, you hanging in there all right?
Hello. Yes, I'm hanging in here today. It's Friday.
It's Friday, and I'm excited about that. And if you are not familiar with our show, here's how it works. Basically, we sit down and we talk about some of the hottest stories going on here in the Miami Valley and around the country, pop culture, entertainment, all those fun things. And then we talk about our love and hate, and then we have our final thoughts. So I just want to kind of dive right on in here. And I would like to start with Max's story about dinner.
Dinner, Popeye's dinner. Girl dinner, let me specify.
Girl dinner.
So there's this TikTok trend called girl dinner. It was started when a girl on TikTok, she had, a popsicle. Just a popsicle. She's like, this is my dinner. I call it girl dinner. And she sang this song as Natalie was singing, girl dinner. So Popeyes is hopping on that trend with it's girl dinner. If you go on their website, they have a section right next to their sides that says girl dinner. And it is just a carbon copy of their sides. But you have the choice of home-style mac and cheese, Cajun fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, red beans and rice, coleslaw, or biscuits. Basically, it's just instead of an entree or something that would really fill you up, it's just little snacks, little treats.
Little snacky poos.
Like a little charcuterie board.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny
For the
is
ladies.
I never knew this was actually like there's a phrase for this, but my wife's been doing this for years for like lunch.
Everyone has.
Yeah, she be like, I'm just having a menagerie of little snacks right now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
My husband's out of town, and nothing stops me from eating spinach artichoke dip for girl dinner.
I mean, spinach artichoke dip slaps.
It does slap, and it's part of girl dinner.
So is there like what qualifies for girl dinner? Is it like anything?
I was just asking Max. I was like, is the Venn diagram for depression meals and girl dinner a circle?
Think about what you eat on Super Bowl Sunday. Basically, women
Apps.
get to eat that at any point.
No, I think women
I like that
see
you
this
said
very.
women get like it's
listen,
a privilege.
Max, I think that's what we would have for our boy dinner.
Well, okay,
But
boy
I think
dinner-
girl dinner, I think it's something a little bit more healthy than a typical Super
No.
Bowl fare.
It's
no?
really trust
am
me,
a
it's
girl,
not.
can confirm.
Well,
no.
no, like crackers, like other random.
I guess I wouldn't consider that like healthy. like I can't call the
in my
spinach.
in my realm, that is healthy.
My research on TikTok, girl dinner is usually desserts, cheeses, leftovers,
Cheeses.
a lot of cheese, like cheese
Yeah.
and crackers, but emphasis on the cheese, like brie.
Oh, so it's like fancy cheese.
Not
My girl
exclusively.
dinners are like sharp cheddar, like a mouse.
I'm trying to understand. Well, my wife does like a little mini charcuterie board.
Yeah,
like,
that's
so
what I
it's
would do. I would do like spinach artichoke dip, some
like some
sharp
random
cheddar cheese.
some random lunch meat on there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why?
In addition,
Yeah, no, just like straight lunch meat.
girl dinner can also just be nothing. It can. There's a big trend of just being this is girl dinner, and then just take a nap
It's like the bed.
or like
Girl
iced
dinner.
coffee.
do
Iced coffee.
Now, do women have to have the gigantic Stanley cups filled with water to enjoy this as well?
I don't think I like those. I have giant cups. Like you know that you've
How
seen
many
my
how many
24
cups do you have?
You've seen I have multiple 24-ounce Starbucks cups.
I just don't. I mean,
I don't know. Something about the handle throws me off.
I just relate so much on the TikToks where it's like, how many mugs or glasses or water bottles does your wife have? And I can tell you, it is I have one that I would like to use every day.
I have different comfort cups. Like I have
A comfort? Excuse me,
Yeah.
what?
I get
A
that. I get
like
that.
I'll be like sad or something, or I won't be drinking enough water, and I'm like, I bet if I put it in a fun cup with a straw, I'll get myself hydrated more. It's like I'm conditioning myself to associate being healthy with like this one cup that I have.
Now that you mention it, I do have a glass that's up in our glassware collection that's got ET on it, and that always makes me happy.
I
comfort
took
cup.
a pottery class once. I made a bowl, and I I made that like in high school. I still use that bowl to this day.
That's so funny because I just got my bowl back from my pottery class that I just took, and I'm too scared to eat anything out of it. I'm like,
Right.
it's for decorative purposes.
I value this
Yeah.
so highly, and it's a bowl.
They're like, it's totally dishwasher safe, and I'm like, I will be hand washing this every time.
Every single time. Man, I'm fascinated by girl dinner. I don't think
I
it's
think
for me personally.
girl dinner for me is just depression meals, which is like a microwave quesadilla with like something in it.
You know what? Since we're on the topic of food,
Yeah.
you have something to talk about with.
Yeah,
I guess
I
add on to
do.
girl dinner. Is this part of girl dinner?
Junk food, it's National Junk Food Day. Junk food can absolutely be part of girl dinner because junk food is anything that has high calories, low nutritional value, salt, and fat. So it includes, like, I was wondering if it included desserts because I consider desserts like their own category. But Junk Food Day, it does encapsulate chocolates and sweets and pastries and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's National Junk Food Day. It's obviously a very commercial holiday, but it's an excuse to eat whatever you want today. And fun fact, it was actually junk food got more popular in the US after World War II because they were looking for very easy, fast, like ready to eat, fast food, pre-packaged kind of meals like during that time.
This was before readily available antidepressants, I'm guessing.
Yes. And also, as you might notice that junk food is not exactly healthy for you, but America's also not the most walkable country in the world. It's kind of car dependent. So that kind of also contributes to unhealthiness. But yeah.
I just love being unhealthy. So, Max,
too.
I mean, like, what do we got junk foods favorite wise? Like, what's your go-to?
Oh, it depends. It depends.
I've always been a big fan of the Flaming Hot Cheetos, or like I used to be able to eat, and this is before I knew what money really was. I used to eat like an entire thing of cashews
What?
at a time, which is insane. Are cashews, is that okay to say as a junk food? Like they're
No,
not.
No,
it's
it's
not.
not
That's not a
processed.
junk food.
You need
that-
to get something
But it is
processed.
pretty insane that you would eat an entire thing of that.
Yeah,
That's
and-
girl dinner.
And then I was like, wait, this is like $10? Oh my god.
That's girl dinner.
Your parents would like, we need to get this kid out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
My parents used to do that, but it was for me. It was roasted almonds. They used to hide them from me.
They're good. People like nuts.
Wow, parents hide stuff. You know, I love, ever since I've had kids, the junk food game's been upped. No, I mean, like, they eat fine. It's whatever. Kids are kids. Mozzarella cheese sticks are regular in our freezer.
Yes.
Easy to heat up, delightful. How about pizza, bagel bites?
Oh yeah.
No, bagel bites are bad. Totina's pizza rolls.
Pizza
We have
rolls,
pizza
I think,
rolls,
are
too.
better
There you
than
go.
bagel bites. Yeah.
I'm actually on the opposite end of that because I've been physically scarred by pizza rolls bursting in my mouth and
you
causing
just
the...
bite the little corner off and blow in them.
You gotta steam it off.
You gotta like.
yes.
I'll be like a little elf playing a pan
A
flute
little pan flute.
What you gotta do?
with the pizza roll. That'd be a great commercial for them.
Yeah.
We just gave them $1 million idea. They should
You're
take it.
welcome.
You're welcome, Tostinos. Use that one right there.
What's your favorite like vending machine kind of junk food though? Like prepackaged, cold, like just get it and eat it.
I wanted to love pork rinds, but they are not good.
My husband
don't
loves
like 'em
pork
either.
rinds. He will eat them like it's the only thing that he ever craves.
They're-
It's
junk
just
food wise.
fried pork skin.
But they're
Yeah.
so high in protein. I was like, oh my, I'm gonna be healthy almost.
I'll be a healthy baddie.
Kind
It's
of.
fried skin. it's
It's fried skin.
Have you- wait,
not healthy, bestie.
okay, let me just tell you. Speaking of fried skin,
Hello.
Go on.
when I lived in Tulsa, there was like this trend going around where as appetizers, fried chicken skins that you can get as an appetizer to dip in ranch,
Okay. I can
Was
see
it
that.
good?
and it was so good.
It
That
has
sounds
to be
kind of good.
Though I
Like
felt
I don't like pork rinds, but that sounds good.
I felt terrible eating it though.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like I'm going to die an early death.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see.
Yeah, it was good. But if I'm at a vending machine, like I'm always looking. I do love like oatmeal cream pies.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Like,
yeah, they're so
yes.
good.
Yes.
I thought about getting one right before this started, and I was like, no, I can't.
Or I'm also big on I usually go Doritos. I love Doritos.
Doritos are good. I'm big on the white cheddar Cheez-Its. The white cheddar ones specifically.
Speaking of white cheddar smart popcorn.
Yes. Yes.
I could
10
slam
out
a
of
whole
10.
bag of that.
I just got some of the smart popcorn. It's not smart popcorn. It was like Oreo popcorn.
What?
It was popcorn, but it was like drizzled in like.
Was it good? I think
Of course it was
I
good.
think I saw that at like Sam's or something.
We like made one at Disney when we went a couple weeks ago, and we put like they had like a toppings bar, so it was like M&Ms and Oreo crumbs and a chocolate drizzle and a peanut butter drizzle, and it was like the best popcorn in the world.
I am not a sweet popcorn guy.
Okay, yeah, I prefer buttery.
The only
yeah.
only sweet I like is at Christmas time when you have the tin with the caramel.
Oh, so
Really, I can't stand caramel corn, and I love caramel.
gotta support the Boy Scouts though.
Yeah, got
Well,
some.
the Girl
Boy
Scouts,
Scouts.
the Girl Scouts are winning. Boy Scouts need to catch up.
They got the cartel of cookies.
They do.
They
yeah.
do. Now, my story
true.
is about Samuel L. Jackson gave a very unique wedding gift a couple years back. We're just now hearing about it.
Okay.
So so you might not remember this, but once upon a time, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson got married.
I did not remember that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like back in 2008. Yep.
Ah, I did not know.
Yeah.
I
So
feel blindsided.
So what happened was Sam Jackson decided he was going to give them a wedding gift, and he gave them 10 pounds of bees, a bee suit, and a whole hive, and decided to give them bees.
Why? Is that a reference to something that it's like an inside joke?
I guess they got bees. He wanted it to be like something that he said they were always talking about nature on the Hitman Bodyguard set, and so
What?
he's like, I got you bees.
Gotcha,
There are
bees.
bees in your house.
I just
Sure.
Yeah.
Like-
and I guess they kept the bees for a few years and they got some honey out of it. But
Well, I mean, yeah.
One day, apparently, the bees just abandoned the hives. And I don't know, there's a lot more expletives in this article.
It's him. I get it.
So,
I have many thoughts about this.
okay, what are your thoughts?
First of all, I feel like bees are one of those things that you shouldn't get for somebody unless you know they really want bees. It's kind of like you're not supposed to buy people puppies as presents because it's like, oh, now I have to care for this puppy. What am I going to do with 10 pounds of bees? Second of all, I love that bees are measured in pounds because there's so many of them and they're so small. It's not like
That's a lot of
it's not like
bees.
I got you 6 bees. It's like I got you 10 pounds.
10
of
whole
bees.
pounds of bees. So here's something that's interesting, and you're still in young love, Max, so you've not gotten to a wedding quite yet, but there is a wedding gift that is quite interesting I heard about when I visited Maine. Apparently, some people like to you can have live lobsters mailed to people. And
What?
yes, so what you can do is you can have like some people send the lobsters to a new couple and see if they can survive the task of making lobster together in the kitchen, and that's a great couple building.
Is that like going to IKEA as a couple?
No.
Like, it doesn't sound.
My husband won't go to IKEA with me. He calls it the divorce place.
It is. It is.
Yeah, that place is a little much. But so what would you do? I mean,
Would I make the lobster? No.
you'd have a lobster
Return
pet.
to sender.
You'd have a pet lobster or
I
two.
know. I'd have to
I
pet lobsters.
am a bit of a chef. God, I hate to say it. I do cook a lot.
Wee wee.
But I also have a big soft spot for animals. That being said, though, yeah, I'd cook it.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I saw.
I can't hear the
MasterChef,
screams.
A woman, she was cooking lobster MasterChef. She just ripped it in half with her hands, like while alive.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh
there
my
are easier
God.
paths, I guess.
Like I'd stab it in the head and then boil it.
Are you-
But
So you're supposed to boil them live.
you can.
aren't you?
No, like on the chef shows, they just rip them right out. This is probably Peter's going to be so mad at us right
Sorry,
now.
Peter.
We didn't do it. We're just
We
talking
didn't do it.
about
We're just talking about
bringing
it. But
awareness to
We're
it.
just glorifying animal abuse.
was there any when you got married? Did you get any weird gifts?
No, we didn't. We got like knife block, and we got like a bar set, and like we got really like cool stuff.
Cool. Have you
Nice.
given any weird gifts? I feel like you feel like
I've given a
like-
lot of weird gifts. I don't know if you want me to go into them.
I was
are
the
they
first
any
of my
appropriate
friends
for a
to get married.
They're all
podcast?
appropriate. The weirdest one I ever gave was on my buddy's 21st birthday. This is gonna make me sound like such a freak.
You are a freak. Go on.
So we had a trend. All my friends, we would give each other one good gift. Year after that, a bad gift. Then good gift, bad gift. You get the idea. Well, this was his bad gift year. So I got an American Girl doll.
Okay.
This is at the start. I cut all the hair off of it.
Dude, you're such a weirdo.
I shaved my head. and I transferred my head hair onto the doll. And I got there wearing a hat. And he opened it. He said, "What is this?" I took off my hat and he gagged. He has it to this
My
day, though.
God.
He does still have
He
it.
has it, yeah.
My God.
He's
How do you
married
get rid
now.
of that? That's haunted.
Oh,
That's
exactly,
cursed.
yeah.
Oh my God. I can't.
If you tried to get rid of it, it would come back. Like, it's
I'll show
haunted.
you the video. I have a video of
I
it.
can't top that. That is too good. I mean,
Yeah.
like my first buddy who got married, it was like I was like, "What do I get him?" I bought him a toaster oven because I didn't know better.
Honestly, I would love a toaster oven
Yeah, well, I don't think he did.
or a stand mixer.
Oh, everybody gets their stand mixer. Guess
Yeah.
where it ends up? The basement.
No, we have ours on the counter and we never use it. We
Exactly.
use it once a year.
It looks
at
pretty.
Christmas.
Yeah, people don't use those things for real. All right, so Max, your second story here.
Second story, I actually want to try this. Pepsi has teamed up with Little Caesars to bring back pineapple Pepsi. Apparently, this was a thing in 2020. I didn't know about that.
No.
But it's back now. If you go Little Caesars only, you can get a pineapple Pepsi and pineapple pepperoni pizza. Both sound great. Well, actually,
I would do it.
I hate Pepsi. I hate Coke. I like Dr. Pepper Sprite. Pepsi itself is bad, but the pineapple pizza I'm excited for, and I would try this pineapple Pepsi.
I'm good. Pineapple can stay off pizza for me. I
Wrong.
know it's
No,
a
I'm about
very
it.
whatever.
Yes, team up
My
on
wife
him.
likes it as well, but I'm just not on board. Sometimes I'll begrudgingly buy her a ham and pineapple pizza.
What do you get on pizza? Like, I just want meat.
Yeah.
I
Really?
love meat sweat.
I
It
love
feels good.
I do love meat sweats. And I also love Supreme. I love a Supreme pizza.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a little sweet burst.
I don't need a burst.
We used to get.
So I got my pop for Max.
We used to get growing up. We just call it garbage pizzas. It was like sausage, mushroom, pepperoni, and
Garbage.
like extra cheese. Yeah, I don't know why we called it that. It's not appetizing, but it's really good. I would try this pineapple Pepsi though. I just went to
try
Pineapple
it.
Fest at Austin Landing.
How was it?
Some of the stuff was really good. Some of the stuff did not need a pineapple in it. I'm gonna be honest.
They're like, yeah, I'll throw it in everything. Yeah, why
But
not?
something that was surprisingly good. There was a food truck, I cannot remember the name, that was just doing cocktail weenies. And
Oh, actually,
they had a
they've
sweet
been in before.
pineapple habanero.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were so good.
They were so good. Yeah,
I
I
miss
remember when they
them.
came in. Yeah. So they have this. They have a mango Pepsi, I think, too.
Yeah,
They had
and it's pretty good.
Have you had that one?
Yeah.
I love cherry, like wild cherry Pepsi's, like on the top. It's on my Mount Rushmore of pop.
Really?
Yeah.
So there are four
Mid.
on it then?
I mean, I could probably give you 4 right now.
I think it's the mango one that I tried.
The Mount
it's good.
the Mount Rushmore of pop for Nathan Edwards would have to probably be wild cherry Pepsi,
Okay.
Code Red Mountain Dew,
Good choice.
That's a good choice, yeah.
probably regular Coke. And I'm going to get some slack for this, but I'm on a Starry binge right now. I love Starry.
I've heard good things.
It's the same. It's the same.
I don't
as
know. I
Sprite. It's good.
It's better than Sprite, I think.
Do you think so?
I think so.
now
yeah.
you're gonna get the flag.
I will, but wild cherry Pepsi's top.
I don't.
All time.
I think I
All
might
time
be
great.
over cherry. I used to really love cherry stuff, and now I think I'm just over it.
Is Dr. Pepper cherry? Because I love that.
There's 23
There's
different
23 flavors.
The cream
By
soda
the doctor.
Dr. Pepper is great.
Some of those are too sweet for me.
It's very sweet.
Oh,
but
you know
like,
what one can just like go away forever though is the strawberry one. I hate the strawberry flavored sodas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Red Pop, like
Yeah.
from Faygo.
I
I've
meant
had that.
specifically like strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper is one of the flavors, and everybody rants and raves about
Oh,
it. and I
my
hate
wife
it.
had that. She liked it. I did not.
Ugh.
No, it tasted like the little Lifesaver creamsicle things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
big fan.
That sounds pretty good.
So, Natalie,
Hmm.
moving on to the movie theaters
Mm-hmm.
now.
I am appropriately dressed. I wore heels and a pink dress today. It is Barbie weekend, but also
Yeah.
it's Barbenheimer weekend.
Oh, Max is so ready for this.
Yeah,
I
Max
got
is ready.
fits.
Matt, okay, I want to hear about your fits, but I'm gonna
Go ahead.
for the uninitiated explain Barbenheimer, this phenomenon. So AMC reports over 40,000 people have purchased tickets for both Barbie and Oppenheimer about the Manhattan Project.
we got dolls and atomic bombs, let me tell you.
So I was actually looking it up, and there's an entire Wikipedia page for Barbenheimer, by the way.
Nice.
It's an example of counter programming. So basically, like they're releasing this Barbie movie, and then there's going to be this huge swath of an audience that is not interested in seeing Barbie. So they're also releasing this around the same time. But the memes about it have made it into this like phenomenon that, you know, it's not uncommon that to dissimilar movies will be released on the same weekend. But the memes have brought this to such a big phenomenon that 40,000 people are buying tickets for a double feature.
5
according to-
hours of movies.
That's 5 hours of movies. And if it all goes well, and if they're both like really big movies, it might be proving to Hollywood that 2 big blockbusters can be released on the same weekend.
Yeah, and I think what's cool about it too is you have a childhood toy that a lot of people are familiar with, the nostalgia, and you have some of those throwbacks that they're bringing new life to, but they're also having an original movie with Oppenheimer, and they're not sequels, and which is great
Yeah.
because I'm so tired of just sequels, and I'm also just tired of superhero movies.
I can respect that. As somebody that is interested and into superhero movies, there are too many
Marvel
superhero
hasn't
movies.
dropped many good ones in a while.
I'm just not also into the DC ones. I want to be, but I don't like them.
I think the new Spider-Man was Sony owned.
Yeah.
Like people,
Spider-Verse, top tier.
people loved it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first one that was great though too. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I went and saw that one with my son. It was really good.
Yeah.
The animation's killer in it.
But this,
It's so interesting, yeah.
also my fit.
Your
So,
fit. Tell me your
are we
Barbie
just-
fit.
So I guess you didn't mention it, but so people are going to be seeing Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day as a double feature. But a big trend is to dress up for them. Dress up for Barbie, Oppenheimer. Personally, I'm dressing up for Barbie, and then I'm going to go to Oppenheimer wearing the same thing, so then everyone knows what I was
Is
doing.
this what you're wearing?
No. So all my buddies and I were gonna go thrifting right before Barbie and see if we can find fits. But just in case, we have backup fits. My backup fit is a pink tank top that says Ken on it, and then I have a pair of jorts and like a pink headband.
Jorts are everything.
Yes.
Everything.
You probably
Yes.
just jam the jorts all the time, Max, don't you?
I want to see if I can find like pink pants or pink. I was at DSW looking
Yeah.
for shoes. My girlfriend found like pink go-go boots. There was a pair of pink suede shoes. I was going to wear them unironically. They were that good. But they were size 8s. I'm a size 10. Plus, they were like $100. I could not justify
Well, if
that.
you see a man in pink booty shorts, you know it's going to be Max out at
Oh, yeah.
Barbie. So, what are you wearing for Oppenheimer? You got a costume for that?
Oh, I'm wearing the same thing.
The same thing.
They have to know I
Yeah.
saw Barbie beforehand.
But do you like put on a little hat and then like drag a cigarette and call it a
Talked
day?
about all buying like fedoras.
Oh,
everyone
but you know
knows.
what? There's only one fedora per crowd.
That's true.
That is a rule.
Too many of them, and it like sets off some alarms in people's heads, and
That's
I
true.
just can't.
Do you want to see any of these?
I want to see them both, but I'm a little worried that I would get fidgety at a 3-hour movie about Oppenheimer.
It's Christopher Nolan, though.
I love Christopher Nolan. Like, my favorite movie in the world is Memento.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, I love Christopher Nolan, but I feel like I'd be anxious in the theater watching such a depressing, I'm assuming it's going to be a depressing movie
I wanna
for
be
3
depressed.
hours. I see, also people are fighting about what order to see it in. So I think you should end on Barbie and end on a happy note.
I
and
agree.
Andy, our executive producer, keeps fighting me on that. He's like, no, you need to like sit in the real world.
See, I just want to see Oppenheimer and IMAX, and then I'll wait till Barbie comes on streaming. I don't know.
I'm going to
can't-
see it on Sunday.
I barely have enough time to get to one movie if I can. I'm not even sure I'll make it out. I'll probably just end up not seeing either because I don't have time, and then I'll end up taking my son to see Ninja Turtles next
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, that's good too.
Dude, I can't wait for that. Seth
And-
Rogen.
Disney Haunted Mansion is another movie people are
Yeah, man.
excited about. There's a
So-
lot of good movies right now.
I'm looking forward to it. Maybe
Yeah.
some. I know those are more sequely type of things, but
Yeah.
whatever.
But still.
I'll take a cheap throw.
Yeah.
So, finally, let's talk about the air show. The Dayton Air Show is coming. Max, I know is very passionate for you. So basically, every year here in Dayton, they take to the skies in the birthplace of aviation. It's a good old time. I used to watch it from my backyard at my family's house. They live just outside the airport in Vandalia. It's an institution. Now, do you guys get impressed or excited when you see any kind of airplane fly overhead?
I think I am a simple man. You know, like small planes bring me small amounts of joy. Big planes bring me big amounts of joy. I want to see a really big plane doing
proportional.
like tricks.
Doing tricks and stuff?
If it can, even just like a barrel roll, so cool.
Have you been out to the Air Force Museum yet?
I have several times.
Dude,
Very
it's
cool
dope.
place.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love it out there. And on the outside, a lot of people don't know this, but on the outside of the Air Force Museum, there's these huge cargo jets and stuff that they have parked out there that were actually used in movies.
That's so cool.
Like Iron Man 2, one was
That's
used in one of the
neat.
Captain Americas, one was used in like a Nickelback music video.
Sure.
Did you say that with a straight face? That's so impressive.
I mean, it's serious.
Same.
But they have all these cool planes out there. But I mean, I just love seeing like the Thunderbirds, Blue Angels. I mean, I like the big shows.
I am disgraceful to my family because my father-in-law is a pilot and he was in the U.S. Air Force, and I don't know anything about planes. I've never been to the Air Force Museum. I've never been to the air show. And like that entire side, like my husband's entire family, they can look up and be like, oh yeah, that's this kind of plane. When we're booking plane tickets places, they're like, oh, well, I'm not happy that this plane is the one that we're going to be on because it's more narrow than this plane. They know everything
That's
about
crazy.
planes. I don't know anything. All planes are the same to me. I can probably say that one's probably a cargo plane.
Do you like history?
I like history. It doesn't
See,
stick always.
That's okay. So, like at the Air Force Museum, one of the things I most love about the history out there is like they have all the presidential planes. And you can literally stand in the spot where Lyndon B. Johnson took the oath after JFK was assassinated.
A plane my husband's grandfather flew in one of the wars is there.
Really?
His name is on it.
Really?
Like in the little blurb. And I've never seen
Come
it.
on, Natalie. We're going to have to. Natalie does the
know.
museum. But the air show, they do like fire shows and stuff. Like they had this
That's
dude on
cool.
the show this morning talking about pyrotechnics. I'm like, that dude's burned off his eyebrows a few times.
times.
Yeah.
Other cool events.
Yeah. Pyromaniacs it is.
I would love to see it. I feel like I would love it if I went. I'm such a fake fan because
They
I'm like,
have-
oh, it's the air show, and
They
I've
have,
never been.
like, date night things. that
Really?
I've seen a lot. Like suit and tie events.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You could do that with your husband. That'd be a fun time.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so head on out to the air show. Air show parade is tonight at 7 o'clock. So finally here, let's
stuff.
talk about love and hate.
Oh, come back to me.
Okay, Max, love and hate for the week.
Okay, so at some point during the newscast today, Timothy Boyd, our meteorologist, said, I'm hungry, I want some Pop-Tarts. So then it was like
Yeah.
9:05, the Good Day Dayton has just started, and the door rings, and I'm like, well, all the guests for Good Day Dayton are already here. Who is this? And I pick up the phone, let me see who's outside, and they go, oh, I'm just here to drop off some Pop-Tarts for Timothy. He said he wanted them. I go, oh my gosh. I walked out there and I asked them, really? And they said, yeah, give these to him. I said, okay. So I brought them to Tim, and he ate the Pop-Tarts, and he was very grateful for them.
Was this an older
you
gentleman?
posted a TikTok about it, right?
It was a younger man and an older woman.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's
Man, that's so cute.
Yeah, it brings some joys. I had an experience a couple months back, where a woman was watching the show, heard me talking about records that I listened to and how I collect them, and she invited me over to her house, and she gave me 2 antique records to play for my kids.
That's really
And so I sat with
cool.
her for about an hour, and I talked with her, and her dog sat by my feet, and we just talked about all sorts of things, and she was so sweet.
That's so sweet. Because, like, sometimes it's hard when we're writing these newscasts and it's like we're just doing it to a nameless, faceless audience. But sometimes people, like, really care about the stuff that we say.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get messages a lot, and good and bad. There are some haters out there, but that's okay. We love them, too. But Pop-Tarts, I mean, he was like, throughout the morning, he's like, the vending machine was out. The vending machine was out. Hey, people were listening. Making an
Yeah.
impact. There you go.
Well, it's nice, too, that they do that for Tim, who's not usually on this shift, too.
I know, I love
So,
it.
like, Tim's kind of a relatively new face, and people are still like, yeah, let's go
he's
bring
just-
him Pop-Tarts to the news
Just
station.
so charming.
They were strawberry, by
Tim
the way.
is very
Strawberry is the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no, that's okay,
That's
no, no,
another
no.
debate
So
for
what-
junk food day.
Do you have a hate?
My hate is there is a chance, because of the air show this weekend, which I have a bit of a grudge, there's a chance that a lot of people get called in this weekend just in case, to cover big news. And they're like, Max, if you're seeing Barbenheimer, be careful. You might get called in this weekend. And look, I'll come in, I'll do my job, but I've been vocal. I will be very peeved if I get
And you
called
will
in.
be in the tank top.
I talked to Josh. I was like, hey, if I get called in, I'm gonna come in and I won't drink because I'm not allowed to drink at all. But will I get in trouble if I'm wearing like jorts and a pink tank top? Because no, that's not necessarily office appropriate. And he said, if you're called in, yeah, you can wear whatever you want. I said, okay, that's permission.
Thighs out, baby.
Thighs out.
Thighs out, thighs out.
That's right. All right, Natalie, love hate.
I'm going to say that my love is also Tim getting Pop-Tarts just because I think that's cute. My hate is that I just haven't been getting a lot of sleep this week. And
Oh
I
my
was
God,
yesterday.
me
I was
either.
up from 3. I was up from 3 p.m. until yesterday at like about noon. So that was like I had worked like basically 2 shifts.
That's crazy.
I was like going crazy.
Hate. Oh, you already said
That's my
hate.
hate.
Gosh,
That's my hate.
Nathan.
No, I love that I
My-
haven't gotten that sleep.
My love, my love is Young's Jersey Dairy. I went out there with my family this week, and they have baby goats, baby cows,
Baby go.
and one of them just like my Hudson, my oldest son, put his finger in there and it was just sucking on his finger. You know, it was so cute. He's like, "Dad, the goat sucked on my finger." I'm like, "Good for you, kid. Wash him."
Wash 'em.
Yeah. My hate: Tony Bennett died.
Aw.
96 years old.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. Great musician, one of the last great crooners of a generation.
Absolutely.
So-
And I remember writing about it for the newscast, but he released that album with Lady Gaga, which was one of his last projects that he,
Yeah.
if not the last project that he ever did. And that kind of opened me up to more of his music because I was interested in that style of music, but I just hadn't listened to a lot of Tony Bennett. But I did after that album came out, and it was really nice.
Great musician. Final thoughts,
Yeah.
Max. Go.
I'm really excited for Barbenheimer. I hope they do more double features in the future.
Natalie?
I'm going to go binge on some junk food for girl dinner.
I have 1 week until I'm on vacation again. So that's all I look forward to these days. Anyways, you're watching Your Day Extra. We appreciate you stopping by. I'm Nathan Edwards. This is digital producer Max Schilling.
Howdy.
And our producer, Natalie Cooper. Of course, you can watch
Hello.
Your Day from 5 to 9 every morning on Dayton 24/7 Now. This has been a production of Dayton 24/7 Now. We appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you back here